bad boy. I represent it. Ray, that's a bad toy. Is it rented? Hardy, hard. Very funny. You don't hear my tummy. I guess my money. My stomach ain't growling. My style.
The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Spurs were dominant in round 1, able to advance in just 5 games. But the real test starts now, as a new challenger awaits in the series opener against the Timberwolves. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
These teams are prepared for an epic series. Two of the West's very best clashing in Game 1 of the conference semis. Brian Anderson here alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us from the floor. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for the Spurs, Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the power forward. Tip-off goes to San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
DiVincenzo against Fox. It's McDaniels on the wing. Randall outside. There's the triple. Vassell with the rebound. And it's the Spurs ball. To the inside. Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup.
Capitalizing inside with ease. Wemby is just so skilled down in this area.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Brian, back to you.
Ali, thank you. From deep. Rebound by San Antonio. Castle on the wing. DiVincenzo covering. And the basket by Castle.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, hitting 3 straight shots to start the game.
Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. The Spurs have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. To the paint. Here's Castle. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Out to DiVincenzo. Let's go with a 3. Hook it. And it's Randall with the assist.
And with all the defensive attention Randall gets, that kick-out pass is a vital part of his game.
Vassell, a screen on DiVincenzo. On the wing, Vassell. And a miss there on the triple.
You knew eventually they were going to miss one. You could hope.
Pass to Gobert. Over Wembanyama. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Back to Randall. Fires from deep. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Fox the pass to Wembanyama. There's a screen. Pass to Champagnie. 3-pointer. McDaniels with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. And
first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Takes a three. Rebounded by Champagnie. The Spurs have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And it's Fox penetrating. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They've had a strong postseason showing and have only lost 2 of their games up to this point.
And you know, the effort level has certainly been there. But what's impressed me the most is the adaptability that they've shown facing different matchups and defensive schemes. They've showed great focus and determination in the pursuit of their goal to win a championship.
Well, the Spurs shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. To stop the drought, it's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Edwards with it. Castle covering. Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. Now Gobert. No points so far. And here's Edwards outside. Drills it from deep.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Different look for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid's checked in for Randall. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for DiVincenzo. From deep, Wembanyama. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Over Johnson. Edwards can't hit. For San Antonio, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. So they take the lead.
Nice play. Look, Fox is the engine of this very strong machine.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Beyond the arc. Highland misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Fox feeling it out a bit. And Fox powers it home.
We talk about his quickness, but De'Aaron Fox has bounce. He will throw it down on you in a second.
Outside Edwards. They need this. Drains the triple. Edwards has got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
With the 7-footer. And there's the play by Fox inside.
So fast. Fox just pulls up like lightning.
Minnesota has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the 3-point line in this first quarter. Highland, the pass to Reid. The kick out to Edwards. Fires for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Pass to Harper. Back to Fox. And the basket is good. He has 6.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. with some changes. Cornette's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Harrison Barnes comes in for Champagnie. And Castle subbed in for Fox. And then for Minnesota, Randall comes in for Gobert. And Phillips is subbed in for Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 3. Up top, Highland. Yet to see a basket. Here's Phillips. The shot misses. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Harper. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. The Timberwolves have got 6 of 14 in so far. Pass to Phillips. Three-pointer. Harper pulls it in. Spurs lead by 3. And Castle with the basket on the assist by Barnes. Castle's got his 3rd bucket of the night. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter here. The baseline J is on the way. And the basket by Highland.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
And here's Castle. 6 points for him. Cornette, it's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. San Antonio on top. They're up by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. Trailing by 5. Johnson and Barnes, your small and power forwards. Harper out there with Castle. And it's Cornette in at the center. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. No good on the triple.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Outside Johnson. Cornette sets a screen. And he buries his first look.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Dosunmu. It's stolen. And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. Barnes, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Right side Highland from behind the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Harper. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Castle. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, excellent work in pick and roll. No, Randall looking crafty at creating for himself there.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Antonio making a change here. Vassell's checked in. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. With the step back. This one for three. Gets the three ball to go. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Always ready and willing to fire. Vassell from the corner.
Outside Conley. Here's the three. Hits the three-pointer. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Outside Highland. The three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
The Spurs have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Harper. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Checked in for San Antonio. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Highland against Fox. Highland, the pass to Edwards. Outside Reed, takes the three. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Fox. He has 6. Fox, that smooth lefty shot.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Lets it go from deep. Highland misses.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Timberwolves trail by 4. Randall, the pass to Dosunmu. Here's Highland. Minnesota again missing.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Here's Fox. Always attacking Fox.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Highland, the pass to Randall. It's stolen by Barnes. To the middle. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
We've seen Fox take over games before. Only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
Highland looking for an opening. Pass to Edwards. Can they get it? Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. Timberwolves trail by 8. Highland with it. Sumu outside. There's the 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Wembanyama screen. 3-pointer. Fox gets rebounded by Minnesota.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Outside Reed. Edwards, a pass to Sumu. And the 3 off target.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Wembanyama, screen on Highland. And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And San Antonio making a change here. Harper's checked in. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's DiVincenzo in for Highland. Barnes, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I'm sure he is too.
Randall outside from downtown, and he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
You know Randall is going to take these. If he finds something he likes on the arc, the ball is going up.
Fox against DiVincenzo. The 3 from Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one. Fox against DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Barnes. Pass to McDaniels. For 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Fox against DiVincenzo. Fox, that's good. Fox has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Nimble move by Fox against contact. Able to slip through and get it to go.
Outside, DiVincenzo, down low. Stolen by Vassell. And he's all alone. Ooh, look at Fox using his speed.
That's impressive. Vassell nabs the steal, and right away he's got that fast break pushing.
Barnes against Randall. And here's Edwards outside. And no good.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Barnes finds Wembanyama. 4-3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Edwards. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards has got 15 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Spurs up by 3. And we'll return shortly.
Please direct your attention to second court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Welcome, everybody, to our Game 1 coverage. It's a tight one indeed for the San Antonio Spurs.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish the tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. I'm curious. You guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a Game 1 like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie, like getting everyone on notice. And game ones are really the best chance for the underdog to sneak in and steal a win.
Yeah, you say that, Kenny, because you're the underdog around here. You better not be stealing nothing away from me. Stay away from my snacks. I'm the alpha.
Well, glad the whole pack was able to weigh in on that one. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And time for us to get back into it here in game one. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Here goes Fox. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
DiVincenzo against Fox. DiVincenzo pass to Randall. Ball stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Champagne's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
McDaniels from long range. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Vassell can't get it to go.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Puts up a 3. Oh, he drains it. His 6 making 9 tries so far.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
DiVincenzo against Fox. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
I love what Fox has been able to do offensively. He's really dictating the pace of this game.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert on the high post. Wembanyama on it. McDaniels. The rebound by the Spurs.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Minnesota has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. Here's Randall. Fires, top of the key. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Inside. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 14 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
DiVincenzo against Fox. 13 feet out. DiVincenzo can't hit. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 tonight. Fox for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Right wing. Outside, DiVincenzo. Lets Lets the three fly. Gets the three to fall. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Fox the pass to Champagnie. Fox against DiVincenzo. Here's an 8-footer. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Dante DiVincenzo.
When Fox drives, he knows he's going to get contact, but he stays locked in and gets the foul call.
Free throw's good for Fox.
One of the fastest guys in the league. For Fox, it's about using his blinding quickness to his advantage on both ends of the floor.
Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
Randall, right side. Outside, DiVincenzo. Off target from 3-point range.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. The Timberwolves trail. Randall with the drive. Count that bucket. Randall's got 17.
Yeah, Randall's so powerful on the take. Really tough for a defender to get in front.
Castle outside. Here's Champagnie. Drops in the 3. Champagnie's got his second basket of the game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
The 3, Randall. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Castle outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniel's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Randall. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. McDaniels from long range. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
Randall with the drive. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Fox, the pass to Champagnie. Outside Johnson. Fires in the triple. Johnson's got his second bucket on the night.
His confidence growing over time. The coaching staff encourages Keldon Johnson to shoot off the catch. That's his shot.
Randall, right side. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Certain guys can remake their games to fit the times. Randall's worked on his right hand and his jump shooting. He's a much more versatile threat now at the offensive end.
Shoot two.
First one falls for him. For San Antonio, Cornette's checked in for Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Champagny. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. Highland, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And Randall drops them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Out to the right wing from deep, Harper. Randall pulls down the board. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Outside, Highland. The 3. Rebound, San Antonio.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Castle misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
A shot by Conley, no good. Outside Johnson, shoots over to Sumu. Pass to Castle. Looking to get it going. And he lays it in. Castle's got 8.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Tie game in San Antonio. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. At the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. Harper out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the 5 down low. That's the San Antonio 5. Conley against Fox. Conley passes to Reed. Dosunmu on the wing. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Cornette's got 4 rebounds now. To take the lead. Oh, Fox! No stopping him!
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Here's Conley. Pass to Reed. Dosunmu outside. Over Vassell. And the basket by Dosunmu.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And there's the drive. Fox for 3. That shot is off.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
For 3, Randall. The putback. Here's Reed. Banked it in off the glass.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Fox with the ball. Highland covering from deep. Harper. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Now Highland. Pass to Reed. Highland against Barnes. Highland misses.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Harper misses. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Here's Conley. Rebounded by Fox.
Had enough room to finish, and that's when he'll usually
It's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. That's 28 points for De'Aaron Fox.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Spurs with some changes. Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Champagnie comes in for Barnes. And Castle's subbed in for Fox. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Conley passes to Edwards. And again for three.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Here's Castle. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reed.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And here's Castle. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Pass to Harper. Here's Champagnie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Conley. Now here's Edwards. The 3 is up. Connects again from distance.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans have never seen.
And that last triple means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. Here's Harper. Goes back up. Wembanyama so comfortable inside.
Yeah, terrific follow-through for Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Here's Conley. That one goes in.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Spurs trail by 6.
Timeout. Spurs.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for San Antonio.
Number 4, De'Aaron Fox.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Can't give him too much grief for that one. He's been mistake-free for the most part.
Now here's Randall. Outside Edwards. Back to Randall. Jacks up a three. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. And now it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
Ooh, that's his third three of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
Outside Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Shoots a three. The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
And it's not easy trying to keep Wemby off the glass. His arms, they just don't stop.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Changes for Minnesota. Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. Here's Randall. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Fox fires. DiVincenzo pulls it down. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Edwards. Gobert with it. Shot clock at 5. Now Edwards fires the three. And man, from the corner.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Yes! Using that window!
And man, is he in his zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
The Timberwolves lead by 10. McDaniels outside. It's money from deep.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Fox outside. Wembanyama. No good from 3. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now DiVincenzo. McDaniels outside. From deep. Wembanyama rips down the board. The Spurs shooting it well, around 55% for the game.
And capturing the series momentum up front. This is a monster Game 1 win for the Timberwolves.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And they have to be pleased with how they got this series started tonight. A nice 1-0 lead.
The key now is to carry this same energy forward and get that second win. These are the playoffs, so you can't afford to relax or think you've got the series in the bag.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Edwards, good! Another from 3. buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. You know, there's ups and downs of the season, but, you know, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, you know, we did an amazing job staying together.
The effort certainly was not lacking tonight. Thanks, Julius.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.